No, I get key strikes, so I can no longer have to worry about shit being immune and non-magic crap. I got magic punches, and kicks, and magic dick, whatever I want to hit people with.
You know the great thing about artificers? At level 7, we get nothing.
Really?
We get nothing.
Well, not many classes get anything at 7.
Oh, really? That sucks. I get evasion.
I get one spell known, sorry, and I actually do get second level. So,
Oh,
You know, it's always kind of been
Well,
like
that's
that for D&D, where it's like every other level or every third level, you know, you get more substantial stuff.
Mhm.
If you think about it, for a game where it takes so long to level up, I mean, it always feels like it's a big reward when you level up there. But then every other level, it's like meh.
Mhm.
I think it would make more sense to have something more substantial every level.
Yeah. Well, I get self heal this level. That's nice. That's really nice.
I am picking 2 skills to give myself expertise in.
And my gun
Are
goes
we-
up. My gun goes up a D6 at level 7.
Are we actually leveling up right now, or are we?
I
I think we're leveling up right now, and then Thomas is going to talk about survey.
I also
Yeah.
I also know what I get at level. I only get expertise at level 6 as a rogue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, everybody just level up now. Don't rest, just do it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Make it easier. Yeah, I'm willing to accept major event completed as a.
Well, I won't take the mechanical survey.
Mm.
It wouldn't make sense for it to just magically right now. Hey guys, look at the thing I was just building over here while we were fighting the Draco parasite.
I mean,
Right.
you could find an old partially broken down, automaton in the pile of the dragon's hoard.
Fine, we can do that. We didn't even decide on my stats for it though.
If you want. I mean, listen.
Sorcery.
Yeah, you can do the servant later.
Yeah.
It can just
Mhm.
show up later. It'd be like
Yeah.
when a character in a cartoon just shows up out of nowhere. Okay, I've been here this whole time.
Mhm.
Just pull it out of my little nomad.
Let me see what I wanted to talk about.
The survey.
Survey. I know. I know about the survey. I was like, I wanted to see what in it I wanted to talk about. It's like most people are satisfied with the campaign difficulty, except some people who wish it were easier. So we'll make it a little easier.
That's funny because I said it was too.
Mhm.
Wait, Eric, you said what?
I voted that it was too easy.
Nobody voted that it was too easy.
That's not true.
I have
Did
3
anybody-
votes for I am satisfied with the difficulty of the campaign, and I'm 1 vote for no, I wish it were easier.
Maybe I decided that.
You clicked on the wrong one.
No, I
So,
might have
okay.
decided to just say I was satisfied.
Okay. All right.
Because I was like,
Wait, well,
because I was like
we could just-
understanding of our party comp being bad.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think we've all discussed that before. Where, I mean, I'm fine with the difficulty. It's been fun. I feel like we've had some close encounters,
Mhm.
but I don't think any of us has really said this is too hard or too easy. Well, I mean, I guess nobody did in the survey apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think I was gonna say it was too easy because I think the fights we do get in it's because of the thing I mentioned earlier, is where Thomas picks like 1 monster for every fight, which is does make encounters easier. But
it does.
but
and
that's
it's,
part. Yeah, but it's also. But then I was like, but our party comp kind of. So.
yeah, the party comps were around.
anybody
which we'll
remember
get to
the
in a
time
second.
we all had to run in one after a time when we were fighting all those cultists?
I still have
Yeah.
fucking nightmares about that.
Remember the time when Steve just like ran into a group of cultists and he was like, "Oh, I'll be fine."
And then I'm like, well, we gotta
would not,
let him
in fact,
drag
be
him
fine.
drag him away to his death. I'll go in there. I have real high AC, and then they all just nail me anyway.
Beat you with
Yeah.
sticks. I'll be fine. Yeah, 2 minutes of screaming was like clonk, clonk, clonk. It's just kicking you.
God,
Are
I
you
love it.
satisfied with the physical rewards such as treasure you've been receiving?
So far,
most
we've
people
given
wish
us-
we got some more treasure. I would like you to note that you got 2 magic items, one of which is OP as fucking balls in this dungeon. So,
Mhm.
I have
I haven't gotten.
obviously tuned up the treasure a little bit.
I like treasure.
Most people are satisfied with the plot to a moderate degree.
Less cliches.
People are not really happy with the variety and intelligence level of the enemies, which I understand wraps around to part of a larger problem. And then I have literally, do you feel like each party member's character is able to contribute something useful to the gameplay? This one is like destroyed. Like it's 4 different responses. It's actually, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 6 different responses. I don't know how that happened. There are only 4 of you. You have successfully broken the science of statistics.
All right, then. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, basically, the consensus was, yo, our party's fucked up. And I'm like,
It is.
we don't know what the hell's going on.
Our party is some kind of something.
I think everyone's able to contribute. I just think
And then-
there are still gaps in our thing, but I think everyone's able to contribute.
Well, it really, I think it really fixates around one primary gap that's led us to have to that had this unbalanced party. We don't have.
yeah, we don't need a rogue.
Oh, harsh. Harsh.
We don't have any tank, and D&D mechanically really likes for there to be like a tank like that.
It likes there to be a tanky man, and it likes there to be a healy man.
I am a helium.
But we, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Any kind of resurrection coming within the
I have a scroll of Revivify.
Yeah, that I gave you guys.
So
It's
unless
still
somebody
there.
changes the character, there's no real way to fix it. I don't really want like an NPC coming with us. You know, John
and that's
Paladins.
that's something we'll talk about in a minute.
You don't want a quirk?
I don't want a DMPC. I've been in games with a DMPC. I don't like it.
yeah, no, it's
I
just a lot of extra hassle.
if
Honestly.
you guys really wanted me to do it, I'd be fine with it for you guys, but I don't want to you know, this is not Thomas's campaign to play in. So
It's so much
yeah,
extra
this is-
work to deal with too.
Yeah, and like this is Alex and Dustin's and Steve's and Eric's campaign.
So what you're
to play
saying
in.
is I can get to play 2K.
I have done that in more than one. Well,
Oh my god, it's gonna be so great when I argue with myself the entire night.
Oh god.
I had
Kill me.
in Pathfinder, they let you take a cohort, which is like a full extra PC, just 2 levels lower, as a feat. And so I took, and that's I when I started a campaign, and I started as a monk minotaur, and then I made a goblin rogue, the super goblin fucking Fnark, and then he was so good, I started playing him, and then I took a cohort for him later. I retired the minotaur, and then I had another cohort for my cohort.
Yeah. He graduated to full player character. He was so fucking good. We initially was just like, we need someone to do rogue shit and like find traps and crap for us, and it just ended up graduating to a whole character.
Why would they make another Suicide Squad? What the fuck? Did that movie make money? I
Yeah.
mean, I know it did.
It probably made money in China. It's like a lot of
right.
garbage.
I get 4th level spells. All right.
So,
Oh, no, 7th. Never mind.
this was an interesting one. How many people feel that that the characters are, and this was voiced by 3 people, through a couple different response questions, that the characters don't have enough in common, and you know, they don't have reasons to become friends with each other. I will be the first person to tell you I don't know how to handle that.
I didn't say that, so I know who said it.
I didn't say that.
What does it matter if everyone but me said it?
I don't know who
What does
said
it matter?
This is an anonymous survey.
If anything,
What?
Steve, I'm the asshole.
How anonymous it is when there's only 3 players.
And we all know the answer.
I can mostly tell, but I can't all the time tell. Like when it's like half said yes, half said no. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you figured out when I wrote in the comments that I chose one.
We're gonna get to the essay
pretend my
questions
suit
now.
Just because I like the answer.
Satisfied with the progression of the campaign? Half the people say yeah, half the people say it with a faster curve. This goes two ways as far as, and I'm going to address both ways. Like how many experience points you get per combat, and how fast you accomplish the things that occur in the campaign, like how fast the story moves. I'll be increasing both, because a lot of the, I'll call them essay questions, specifically highlighted that everybody feels like it's taking too long.
I just said I didn't want to be in a 5-year-long campaign.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because we're 6 months in. There's eight demon bosses, and we're not even done with the second one. That's what I mean. Like, it's one. But Thomas, to be fair to Thomas though, Steve, this campaign was designed to be like a one mission the whole time.
It is sort of like big secret mission. There is a large twist to that you guys haven't gotten yet, and this is where I start having to pull back the curtain a little bit.
Tell me there's a twist. Now I'm gonna be looking for the twist.
No, it's not like a story. It's not that kind of a twist.
We were dreaming the whole time.
But so the big one, and that like literally everybody said this. So that right now it's a little railroady, and you know everything seems so important that you can't really justify doing side quests because there's like, you know, there's serious shit going down. You don't have time to find, you know, Farmer Bob's missing pancakes or whatever.
I don't want to find Farmer Bob's missing pancakes.
I mean,
I don't know how good.
That was. What if Farmer Bob has some sweet shit he wants to exchange for pancakes?
Then
pancakes of eternal life.
Take that shit. What kind of farmer?
Pancakes of eternal faggotry, more like. I don't know. I'm not sure what I said that might have came across like that, but I don't know if I really felt like that exactly. I definitely
don't mind
feel
the
like
railroad.
we could do like some different stuff, but this is the kind of campaign that, like, from the outset, it was pretty explicit that that's how it was going to be, and I'm okay with that. Like, stuff can be shuffled around. It could be done in a different order, maybe, and that could be better or worse. But I don't feel like, oh god, I could only do one thing. That's fair. That's fair. I can agree with that.
This is what I'll say to clear it up so you guys understand exactly what's been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Initially, in my campaign notes, which you can hear me shuffling through, because we got past, for when I was pulling this, I had to pull out my my UCF notebook from when I was a sophomore in college and started doodling this in it was like Ec 101. So initially the training wheels were supposed to come off after Orangetown, and the party was supposed to be like, all right, fucking go explore the map, guys. After Orangetown, there were two things happened. One, when I first started doing this, it was like right after 5e came out, and I didn't understand how slow the level curve was. I figured you would have leveled up faster for the shit I had planned for Orangetown. That turned out not to be the case. So you guys are still like level 3 when you left Orangetown, or when you got done with the big stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. Or close to it.
Yeah, we were like 3 or 4, somewhere in there. But the big point was, I wanted you to be a higher level by the time you left there, and I also wanted to get more story structure. And I felt like the way I had set it up didn't have as cast iron of a story. You guys didn't know enough about the world, which was, of course, my fault, not yours, to be turned loose in it. So I was like, you know what? We'll wait for the training wheels to fall off until right after Area 2. And then I had to decide where to send you guys, so I had to rework the swamp to be the next area.
Gotcha.
If I might add to this, is you have a what is clearly a world that you spend a lot of time on. It's very dense, and you have to consider is that the density of that in many ways works against us players, because we only do this once every weekend. During the week, I'm not. Maybe the others different, but I'm not really thinking about Orin's Town and the Seven Gods and stuff like that. But you do, because it's like your campaign.
Right.
But the density of the lore can make it complicated for us to remember the important details that are relevant to us at the time.
Yeah, and I realized that, and I was like, man, when you guys are like, what the fuck? What are we doing in this cave again? Who? What? 4 ingredients. One of them is nutmeg. I don't fucking know. And that's when I realized, I was like, okay, they need one more
Dragon
area.
Spile. We need Dragon Spile. Do we get any of that dragon?
By the way, yeah, that's what we're going to talk about in a minute here.
Okay.
I remembered now
worry.
because you said something, but see, I forgot about it until you mentioned it.
Yeah, and I get it, and so I have to go back and rewrite a bunch of shit.
Does that mean we're bad players, though?
Definitely.
We don't take good enough notes.
Well, that's...
Right.
But
Well,
don't-
here's the thing.
Don't mistake,
Here's the
Thomas.
thing.
I appreciate the amount of work that you put into this. I really do.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate
It's
and I like.
here's the thing, right? It's like when I have this problem when I'm talking with my dad, and he is thinking about something, and then he starts talking about it, and he forgets that he hasn't been saying the first part, so he just starts talking halfway through the conversation.
Yep.
Oh
no, that's.
I've been thinking about this all week, so when we jump in, you're like all ready to go, and we're like, wait a minute, hang on a second, like we're halfway in the middle of something, and it takes a second to get caught up.
Yeah.
So that does make it a little difficult. If we were doing like 1 hour sessions like 3 times a week or some shit, then we'd be like all the way through probably.
The
We wouldn't want to do that
the
'cause it's
Netflix
not-
model, but
Yeah.
we're not binge watching this. It's it's like the Game of Thrones release schedule here. So
Yeah, so it's all good. And like Dustin said, I definitely enjoy it, but yeah, it can be a little difficult to follow sometimes.
A show is a great example. Is even like people watch and fucking love Game of Thrones, but they still have recaps on it because a week is a long time to go without thinking about something, even if you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in
So what you're saying
2019, a lot of people are going to be like, "Who the fuck are any of these people on Game of Thrones?"
You're right.
And that's much more compactly written than my shit because I'm not a professional fantasy writer. So, but the
So what you're
Well, for
saying
what
is
it's worth, I think it's written very well.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna volunteer myself, my time, precious valuable time, to every week write up like a summary of what we did and what our goals are. And then we can recap that at the beginning of every.
I don't want to make you do it, but if you're going to do it, I'm definitely not going to complain about it.
That would be helpful.
I volunteered
And
myself.
I feel like it would be also very helpful.
Thank you.
I should
Thank
probably
you.
be doing it, but
Yeah, but you're already doing so much.
You're doing a lot.
I can't give you more stuff to do. I can't play PUBG with you as it is.
But the big one is that I wanted to make sure you guys knew that you're gonna get to explore the map like very shortly here. Like, hang on.
We're gonna get a carpet of flying at the end of this. And we'll be able to... I can show you.
Like, I should probably delete some of these old maps and stuff.
No, it'll hold.
I feel like the robot
for me.
would yeah. I feel like the robot's heavy enough where that would be a problem.
That's right. I'm levitating. I'll just like hang on to the
What's your
tails
flying
of the carpet.
speed?
Yeah,
It
right.
won't matter. I'll just float, and it can. I'll just hold on to the carpet, and it'll just pull me along like I was wakeboarding behind it.
Wakeboarding
But then
behind
your
it.
weight would contribute.
But have I ever made the
I don't
map
think you understand physics.
a handout for you guys?
And by the way, all that jazz has been supremely helpful in getting caught back up. Like,
also, the other thing, one person mentioned this, that it would be nice if we cleaned the item pages up a little bit. I did that today.
Yes.
oh, cool.
Oh, I haven't taken a look.
You should notice. I'm working on a better way to do like a little monster manual or monster encyclopedia of things you've encountered and like their weaknesses, because I think that's a really cool idea.
You probably should have deleted that hierarchy of things that need killing.
But I wanted to leave that in there because it's very important.
Or updated it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was.
I'll update it, but
It's just a little outdated at this point.
we're on the 7 other things point. But you guys, because that hasn't come up yet, but it's definitely. I'll make it nicer, so you understand that like there are. I'll list like maybe all 8, have some of them not named or something. But
it almost needs its own like website.
Yeah, I probably should do that. You're right.
Chalnath, Shroll, Damagorgo, Shykorth, Abba.
The Shroll was Chalnath's like.
Yeah. Chalnath and Shroll are dead.
Yeah, it's like you stabbed that thing to death long ago.
The other 3 are Damagorgo, Shykorth, and Abba. Already killed. Which is Shykorth then.
Yeah, this is you are in the middle of trying to unravel Shykorth right now. Speaking of which, you know what else is definitely recoverable from this? Is about a jar full of leftover stomach acid from the ruined remains of this dragon's intestines.
Bueno.
Oh boy, can we get more than a jar full?
Unfortunately, a jarful is only about all that you can retrieve, due to the fact that it's so degraded and that it hasn't actually eaten anything in a long time.
I guess we won't be able to throw any jars of acid in our enemies' faces, but this will have to do.
I mean,
I could
lots of
always
different types of acid.
Right, I could also always use stomach for my experiment.
This is like a rare magic item we're talking about here for this stuff. Do you guys recall what you were doing before this? You were gonna explore that hole. And so
what hole? There was a hole?
That
I don't see it on the map. Are you talking about the hole that he dove through?
You know what? That's how we're gonna solve this. Everyone, stop what they're doing. We're gonna play Fatal now.
Done.
I'm not trying to be joke or be a dick here. I don't remember a hole.
Okay.
I don't even know if my character saw the hole. At that point, I was still playing Hearthstone.
It's right there. Down here. That little pool. There's a hole in the bottom. It's
yeah, I never actually
board,
went down
like
there.
Oh, that's probably why. Okay. So as you turn to go start exploring that, you hear above you kind of a and see things swirling around above there, big black clouds of smoke.
Oh boy, here come those fucking cunts.
And then I had music for this. I don't know where it went.
Hide, everyone hide.
This one. This is the hag music.
Where's my roll? There it is. 20.
There we go. And the eye on Lily's pendant goes crazy, you know, spinning
I'm holding
around
it down
wildly.
like so it doesn't make noise. Like
Okay.
so it doesn't move. I'm stealthy, man. I'm 20. I rolled 20.
I'll float triumphantly above the stinking corpse of this dragon.
Just hide. Hide.
As the hags, you know, swirl around, you realize that somewhat stereotypically they're riding broomsticks. And
Also,
swirl lower and lower, cackling gleefully around the Dracoparasite's corpse. They land around it. And there's a big cloud of black smoke that covers it, briefly obscuring it from view. When the smoke clears, you see that they're all sitting cross-legged, hovering in the air, and the night hag, the purple one, the big one, is holding the dragon's skull. It's kind of floating above her hand. It's suspended in a little bubble.
By the way, talking about how our characters don't mesh very well, it might help if we didn't have a robot who's like, oh, I'm not going to take anything seriously and float above the corpse triumphantly.
I mean, that's his character.
Yeah.
Why are you cowering? It's not like we've already met them before.
Yeah, we met them, and our interaction was threatening, and...
You took an eyeball from them.
Yeah.
Basically, our interaction was, you guys are gonna help us, or else.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Also, they're like evil, disgusting-looking witch bitch. Really?
We just don't
really
like them.
wouldn't
That's why
bother
we're
me.
hiding. Well,
Anyway,
you're also weird.
what'd they say? I say as I'm hiding, cowering my wall.
So, they land, and with a mad cackle, they lift the dragon's skull up, kind of amongst them, and
Do they start monologuing?
They might.
not that one, that one,
Oh.
that one. It's in here somewhere.
I'll ask poor Yorick. I knew.
There we go.
I knew him, Horatio.
So, the bluish hag that you would have recognized as Sister Wormwood, speaks finally, addressing the general cavern. We have. And then she stops and she looks up with some irritation at the robot hovering above her. Snaps her fingers, and a very small, what a detect magic spell would realize is a very small localized anti-magic field appears around the boots, and you hear a wail and a thunk as the robot gets embedded about 2 feet deep into the muck.
Get down here with the clubs.
She continues.
It's weird. I hear some microwave sounds.
Sorry. Microwave
We
everybody.
have.
I didn't know the robot sounded like.
Been watching. Very good so far.
It's up to the robot or the lizard to respond. Me and Aroxian are hiding.
I'm still
Thank you.
pulling muck off of my frame.
Thank you, Sister Wormwood.
We aim to please.
We'll be taking this as a little memento. But you just keep up the good work. We'll be paying close attention from now on.
They make me so uncomfortable.
And of course, feel free to help yourself to that tower in the swamp. Consider it a gift.
Most gracious.
We do love tidy neighbors.
Who doesn't?
All the hags cackle in this horrifying cacophony of sounds that makes your skin crawl. So they they start to swirl around again slowly and say,
Farewell for now. No need to find us when you have destroyed the beast. Merely think upon us and we shall appear.
and then they just disappear.
Well, wait. Do you know where we get a cup of nutmeg?
So they start. The smoke starts to swirl around, and they start to do the whole exit thing. As you say that, like it hesitates and slows down and stops, and then rewinds the other way. Yeah, ahead of the purple hag, the main hag, poke out of it and say,
Nutmeg?
Apparently,
Yeah,
a vital
nutmeg?
ingredient.
Yeah, it's part of our recipe.
Without looking at Eroxian, the hag snaps her fingers and Eroxian's mouth gets stuck shut.
Can you teach me that spell?
One moment.
They disappear, and then you see like a big long claw extend out of the mist, and then drop a little bag that lands a little poof of brown powder, and then they disappear in a big swirl of black smoke up through a hole in the ceiling.
Awesome. Hey, we got the 2 out of 4. No? We still need Dead Man's Bile, and we still need Venom.
Venom from
Mist Hunter Fang.
Mist Hunter Fangs, yeah. I was thinking Basilisk for some reason.
There's also thalmoformic acid that you need.
Oh, right, I forgot
Didn't
about
we
that.
have that already? Isn't that the one we had already?
If we do, it's not in my inventory.
Then I guess we don't have it.
Did someone else get it?
I don't remember getting any.
Isn't there a actress like that? Get Selma.
No, that's Selma Hayek acid.
Oh yeah, Selma Hayek acid. That's what I was thinking.
Easy mistake to make.
All right.
God damn it! No. Okay, stop this. No, that's Selma Hayek acid. So anyway.
Hey, look, I only come here for one real purpose. It's not to stab things. It's to say stupid shit.
The only way out without backtracking through everything and possibly exposing yourselves to more monsters or enthusiastic thalmoparasitic tentacles looking to try and reanimate some of those dragon bones, because they still are a little bit magical and would undoubtedly attract them, seems to be through that pool at the bottom.
Oh, that seems safe.
Super safe.
How does that seem like a way out?
Mm-hmm.
How?
It's a way out of being
I'm
blind.
just curious. Aside from
you
the
can
DM
see
just
that
saying it's the way out, how do we think it's the way out?
So you can see that it takes a kind of a J turn in there and loops around, and you can see some light streaming down through that, which would only happen if that ended up at the top, or if that went
there was a
back
bunch
to
of
the
like
surface.
really bright. What's the word I'm looking for? You know, like glowing mushrooms. They use like a chemical reaction.
Bioluminescence.
Yeah. If
Could be.
only we had someone who didn't have to breathe.
I was just to say, there is an easy way to check. I'm gonna
Yep.
go take a bathroom break real quick, though.
And I can just levitate down the
I
whole
will be
tube.
right back.
Alrighty.
Even if it fills with